in the studio with us is Steve Madden. Welcome to Saskatoon. Of course, you're with the band Reckless.
Right.
And you're here in town at Pioneer Days.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Now, the neat thing is that very often, bands have to go either out of their hometown or, in the case of Reckless, out of your home country to make it. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about the roots of the band and why you had to go to England in order to make it.
Well, it's kind of strange. A lot of the early material that I wrote, it was sort of like guitar harmony style with it, sort of Jeff Beck, Page, the early English roots. And I guess it just reflected in the press and the overall opinion that we had a European sound. Like, I'm not trying to get away from American sound,
right?
But I'm from Boston, so I'm American. But it's just the way it's worked out, and also the new members of the band that joined, and as we added, all the styles seemed to reflect on not just England but West Germany. And we had gone over there in 1981. We had an album then just called Reckless, and best forgotten for now. It sold pretty good over there, but nothing outrageous. And the new lineup is actually with Doug Adams on lead vocals and Steve Letterman on drums. We've been together for a year and a half, a little over that. And then the new guitarist Nick Burton and Brian Biggs on bass have been added since the album. And we've had every song that we come up with, like the guitar layering, the vocal harmonies, everything is still has that European flavor. So it's not like anybody had to change their style. It just clicked.
Now, I know a lot of people looking at you, they might say, "Oh, Reckless, heavy metal band." Are you happy with that kind of tag, or?
Not really. They're the most loyal fans. They're right up front. Screaming for blood. It's great. But I think we get a crossover audience. Like in Toronto, we get a lot of the dance audience that's heavier. It's not a wimped out audience. They like heavier guitar sounds. And I don't want to draw names out of the hat, but a lot of the more dance 80s sounding bands play heavier live, so they're a lot more like us. We're just waiting for the rest of the world to catch up. We're not really total thrash and metal. I like Motorhead on a good night, but it's not really what we're into.
Right. You're promoting a record right now, and of course you're in Saskatoon at Pioneer Days. How's it going out there?
It's really good. It's just that we're trying to, get across the point that we're not totally heavy metal. It's like that first point. The first appearance is like, wow, these guys are, into death and all this, right? The lyrics, and we got 3-part vocal harmonies on almost every song, guitar harmonies. Doug also plays guitar, so we have the 3-part guitar harmonies, and no one's doing that. So we're just trying to keep it guitar orientated, but not get into a total electro pop feel. It just isn't in us. We'll eventually use a bit of keys, but once in a while.
We showed the video for Hot and Ready last week, and we're going to show it again right now. Maybe you can just set this up for us. Tell us a little bit about the song and putting the video together.
Well, Hot and Ready is sort of an anthem in a way, because every town you go in, you can say this town is hot and ready, so you get people singing along with it. And it's sort of a story about Reckless, because there was 2 years of some legal problems and whatever, and it's like this hibernation's been far too long. Like, we're coming out
ready to go.
Yeah, and this town's hot and ready. It's a positive message. It's not negative at all. And it's the heaviest tune in the album, so it's like everybody's going, they're metal, but you hear the rest of the album, there's a lot of melodic hooks and sort of quieter material, not ballad, but, more melodic.
Okay, well, let's watch it. Of course, this is Reckless, and of course Steve Madden is here, and Doug's on the other side of the studio, and we'll be talking to him on the other side of the video, so stick around for that. And this is it, the band that's in town this week at Pioneer Days. This is Reckless and Hot and Ready.
nation, I'll do you strong. There's no denying we're the new breed. You beg for mercy, but you lost today. We've got the power from the left to the right. We've got the glory when you blink to ignite it. We've got the mind to turn you inside and out. Let's see your hands. Get down. Party. My God is ready. Get down. Party. This town is hungry. Ready for you. No explanation, no degradation. We're all here for the celebration. We've got the power from the left to the right. We've got the glory when you're just to ignite. We've got the mind to turn you inside and out. Let's see your hands quick. Get down. My God is ready. Get down. This town is hungry.
Okay, there it was, Reckless, and the video for Hot and Ready. Doug Adams, singer with the band. Nice to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Great, great. Tell us about the making of the video, because, you know, a lot of us, when we see a video, we think, yeah, throw it together. It took 2 hours to make or something, but not in this case.
No, it took us 2 long days, approximately 20-hour days at Global Studios, and not too much sleep in between there. And the next day I had to do some close-up stuff in a smaller studio. Took another day. So, and then between the editing and everything like that and the mixing, I guess it took about a week to do the whole thing.
One of the things that bothers me about this whole video thing is that it's a real struggle for young bands, because, you know, whereas before when you'd get a recording contract, all you'd have to worry about is, you know, putting the album together and worrying about that as a cost. Now for a band to really make inroads and get some popularity going, not only do you have to play live and exist on the road and also pay for the recording, now you got to think about video, and that just adds an even, you know, greater expense on top of that.
I think it helps though. I think it helps, like, you know, even though it costs a little more to do the extra video, and it really sells your material. You know, people get to see on TV. If they don't come to see your show, they get to see what the band's all about, and they get to see what they look like, what they sound like, their image and everything like that. And if they like it, they will come out and see the band. It just sells you that much more.
Right. How difficult is it for Reckless right now? Because you seem to be in that sort of never land between possibly being a bar band but not wanting to do that, and existing with your original material, and, you know, hoping to get shows, getting onto a tour or doing one-nighters, that kind of thing. Has it been difficult?
Actually, no. Our management's really good. They really pump us out there, and they great, you know, as far as getting promo out to the people and that, and selling us. We're staying right away from the bar scene. You know, if we do a bar, it'll be make it like into a venue, opposed to, like, you know, just go out and drink a lot of beer. And, you know, we don't play that many places
frequently. We'll play one place, and 3 months later, we won't come back for till another 3 months after that. We don't want to frequent any place. We don't want people to get sick of us. We want them to come out and get a bigger following and say, yeah, I can't wait till that band comes back.
Right. You strike me as being a really strong singer and very melodic. Have you got any heroes, anybody you listened to when you were a kid that helped you forge your style?
Tom Jones.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, my parents, they were right into Tom Jones and stuff like that. I was trained opera too from Edward Johnson in Hamilton. I've always loved the strong vocal approach. I'm not a headbanger. I'm not a screamer, raunchy singer. I like very strong, deep, melodic voice. Right. It appeals to me more. I think it's easier to listen to myself.
Right. Tom Jones, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Now, you're playing out here in the prairies. You're doing 1 week stints at some of the fairs. How's that been going? You enjoying it?
It's been going good. The Monday was really good. The weather was off and on yesterday, so it was not too bad. But they say as the week progresses, the crowds get larger and stuff like that. We took a walk around the fair yesterday. We didn't see a lot of people, but what there was, it was a pretty good turnout.
Warm them up for the weekend.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, now you also mentioned that once you finish the gigs here in Canada in mid-August, you're going to Europe.
Yep, August 17th, we're flying over to Poland.
Wow.
We're doing a festival there representing Canada, and then after that we're going to England and France. A record company over in England really wants us over there to support the album.
Now, England has been very good to you, in particular Kerrang! Magazine.
Yeah, they're really
giving you some good write-ups, and I know that there's one of the writers on staff there, Sutter.
Paul Suter.
Paul Suter? Yeah. Now, he's a Canadian.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he is Canadian. And he is always writing about Canadian acts. So
I've noticed that. Yeah, he's really supportive of Canadian acts.
So have you talked to him yet?
Yeah, we have, off and on. He's really behind the act, and he's really anxious to get us over there.
Great. Okay, well, we look forward to your return to Saskatoon, and best of luck with the rest of the
Thanks for having us, and looking forward to coming back.
Looking forward to another video.